I made over 1 million my first year in junk removal. And I'm gonna show you guys everything and break it down completely. Guys, I have launched a Discord channel and it is doing awesome. It's like a chat room where you can talk with other junk removal business owners and myself. There's almost 400 of us in there now. All of my resources in there, my pricing sheet, my interview questions, my check-in, check-out sheet, all the software I use, everything is in my Discord channel. If you guys want access to my resources for free, download Discord. If you don't know where Discord is, just click the link in the description down below and it'll redirect you to download it, join the chat room, turn on your notifications. Anytime you need help, there's almost 400 of us in there. So join the Discord. All right, guys, you know the spiel. My name's Andrew. I'm a serial entrepreneur, a software engineer, and a junk removal business owner. I started a junk removal business as a stepping stone to return to my passion of technology and apps. I invite you to stick around, hang out, follow me on my journey of becoming a junk removal business titan to building a $1 billion home services app. Guys, I want to dive into my 1 million that I made, not only for me, but for you guys to show you the possibility. I know I'm going to have haters. I see the comments all the time on TikTok, especially on Matt and Jojo, you're awesome, but they interviewed me, and there's a lot of people in the comments on Matt and Jojo's interview with me where they just said bullshit. They just called me out. So I'm gonna show you guys the truth. I'm gonna show you everything, and I'm gonna try to explain how I did it, but this is more just gonna be a breakdown. But guys, there's something you need to know. I live in Los Angeles. There's 11 million people out here. I scaled faster because I increased my daily budget faster. So a lot of people are gonna have different results than me because they will have maybe built a foundation for years of traditional marketing and referrals and going to property managers and handing out candy to realtors and going to offices and building that initial foundation of repeat and referral. I had to spend money from day one. I did zero traditional marketing. My expenses are gonna be 10 times higher. Maybe not 10 times, but drastically higher because I pay to play. And I'm building my customer base. I've only been in business for 15 months now, but that first year, yes, I was getting repeat and referral, but I didn't have that initial foundation that a lot of people started where they really got in the dirt with traditional marketing, yard signs, door signs, building connections and networking and all of that. So I've just been paying for leads since day one, every day, all day, 24/7. Just the Google Ads portion alone is 30% of my expenses. I made $1 million. We're gonna find out the exact amount that I spent. So I'm gonna show you the possibilities, how I did it, and the truth. My profit margins are going to be a lot less than most people because they're probably not spending as much as ads as I am. I am grateful for how much I've made because I still did very well. $1 million, I think my margins are probably, I'm assuming, gonna be somewhere in the 25% range. Worst case, 20%. But that just goes to show you, the company only made $200,000, which is good, that's great, but out of that $200,000, I live in LA, I have to pay myself at least $100,000 for where I live. $150,000. So the company only made 50. But the thing is it's the first year. It's like compounding interest. Every year is gonna stack and get better and better because I'm gonna have more repeat and more referrals. Every year, the business grows. Anyways, guys, let's dive in. Let's get into the million and see what the actual dollar amount I made is. All right, guys, it is time to dig in. I haven't even really done this yet myself, and my numbers aren't going to be exact because, like I said, I use Bench and they are incredible. So guys, you'll see that I use Bench to do my accounting instead of QuickBooks. But the problem is I have January, all these months, net profit 30, whatever. The problem with this, guys, right now is that Bench, I have to go through and categorize. They have questions of, where I'm moving money to in certain locations, and they need all my credit card accounts and yada, yada, yada. So it's not accurate yet. So we're kind of going to just take the averages of when I started my Excel sheet, of this sheet. When I started this, we are going to kind of just take out the averages from here to kind of guesstimate our profit, which this average profit margin is completely wrong right now, so that needs to be fixed. But let's go to January. This is actually like 15 or 20%. January was a really rough month. So anyways, what we're gonna do is we're gonna kind of do the income and expenses ourselves, kind of do the best that we can because bench accounting is not ready. Here is my request reports I did for last year. So I got a sales report and then I got sales overview report. I started using the Clover machine in April or March or something like that. So what we're gonna do is take the net sales. I hate how it says net sales. Technically this is gross sales, but we are going to do the Clover machine, $901,000. That's crazy. So you'll see we started using it in April and then boom, boom, boom. Horrible month in November, a little bit better. And actually there was a check for $30,000 that was not logged into this system. So I forget if it was November or December, but we had a $30,000 check. This was the one time I didn't log. It was my big demo job that we forgot to log it into the Clover machine. So there's $30,000 from that demo job. And you can actually see the amount of tips that our guys made. Like, it's crazy. So guys, if you want the Clover machine, please hit me up. I would love to connect you with my guy. I met him on a junk removal job. He gets me the best rates, lower than any, I promise you, the lowest rates you'll get. He'll get you a hookup with the Clover machine, and he uses me as a junk removal service, so he's a super cool guy. Please DM me on Instagram or comment down below. Give me your email. My Instagram is @AndrewJediJunk, or just message me here. You could find me anywhere. So Clover, we did 901, about 902,000. Now I was using the Pay Anywhere machine before I switched over to Clover. So let's just do last year. Last year is 127. Now this also includes tips. I think the tips was probably like $3,000 or $4,000 on this machine. So anyways, let's just do Pay Anywhere. There was definitely some cash jobs, guys, that I did in the beginning. I logged most cash jobs, and you can even see if we go back to Clover, I logged 80,000 in cash. Yes, I could have hidden the cash. Yes, I could have done that. I didn't do that. I logged every single cash transaction into the Clover machine. Okay, so that is a total income of 127,000 plus, let's get a dollar sign, plus 901,991.87 plus a $30,000 check is a total of 1,059,000. That is bananas. Okay, that's the total gross revenue of sales. So let's just get the ads out of the way. Straight up, I already logged into my Google Local Services. It's a separate account. I spent $60,000 in Google Local Services there. And then I have Google Local Services on this account too. I have 2 local service accounts. But let's just go, I think if I just go to campaigns. So total, I think this one right here. Total traffic, yeah, we'll take the bottom number. Okay, now I also pulled up Yelp. It looks like I am roughly 4,000 here, 6,000. We'll call it almost 7,000. I also downloaded my Thumbtack payment history. If you go to all of 2022, like I said in the very beginning, I tried using it a couple times, but you'll see I barely used it. Mostly in 2021. Look how much more I used in 2021. But that's a total of 1,300 down there. So that is Thumbtack, 1,300 Craigslist. I posted twice a day, every day for the first like 3-4 months, but then I stopped. I just recently started using it again like last month, but that's $300 a month. And I need to use it again or get aggressive with Craigslist and post in Ventura and LA. I'm gonna start doing that. But we got Yelp, Thumbtack, Google Local Services, Google Ads. My God, that is fucking crazy. That's what's really cool about the Clover machine, guys. I'm going to tell you again, is you get paid the next day. I know House Call Pro and Workies does not pay you every day the next day. So that's one huge advantage, and it gives you the ability to pay the ads to Google, because Google wants their money every 50 to 100 bucks, and then when you prove yourself every 200, then every 500, then every 1,000. I'm at every 12,000 I owe them money. So you need to build that up with Google Ads so you don't owe them money every day, and you will get to that level. But that's the advantage of the Clover machine, is it even pays out on Saturdays depending on your bank. Anyways, total ads equals 235, 700. I'm not going to add the pennies anymore. 60,000, 438 plus 7,000 plus 1,300. So my ad spend was $304,000. So if we take 304, 438 divided by 1,059,092, 28%, 28.9%. We might as well call it 30%. 30% was spent on ads. Now, let's go back to my custom dashboard, my daily P&L, which is my KP. I mean, I have all my totals in here: total profit, total income, average job size for the day. Then I average it out for the month. These KPIs, obviously something is wrong here because it is not a profit margin of 7%. As you can see here, that's a 16%. But like I said, this is a bad month. So anyways, what we're going to do is we're going to use the same formula here. Landfill and gas, it's 14.3%. But we're just going to be, why can't I think of the word? Not conservative, but we're going to be very unconservative. So 15%. So gas and dump equals, let's just take this number right here, times 15% comes out to, so this is 15%. Gas and dump, guys. Now, labor, 30%. Labor is, so that is 30%. What do we have next? My fixed expenses. I was on phones pretty much all of 2022. The last few months towards the end of the year, I wasn't. I think I got off the phones in, I don't know. I'll figure that out in a month. But customer service phones, maintenance, there was a lot of fucking maintenance, guys. I don't know. But we got the big ones. Okay, so my fixed expenses, let's call it around. It was cheaper in the beginning. It got more expensive as I added more things. Let's just say 4,000. Average it out times, okay, let's just call it 50 grand. Fixed expenses, 50K. Now, if you guys want to get an idea of my fixed expenses, it's like Bench, the Clover Machine, just all the software that Ring Central, Workies, CallRail. ClickSkeek was way more expensive, but now that I've sent so many people, thank you guys, I really appreciate it. I don't have to pay anymore, so that was awesome. My F-150 is my biggest expense. My dump truck was my biggest expense, and then I paid it off. My insurance is together, that's $800 a month. We got my parking is another $800. I mean, guys, it adds up. The expenses add up. So fixed expenses, that comes out to like nothing. If you take 50,000 divided by 1,059,000, 1, 2, 3, it's 4. Did I get that? Yeah. So that is 4.7%. So that comes out to 4.7%. And I was on the truck a part of 2022 as well, 2021. Yeah, so I mean, there's some savings in labor because I was on the truck for 3 of the months. But let's just kind of see where we're at. Let's see, 1,059,000 minus 304,438 minus, I'm just going to round up, guys. This isn't a way. Round up and round down. 304,000 minus 159,000 minus 318,000 minus 50,000. Okay, guys, that leaves me with a profit of $228,000. What does that make my margins? 228,000 divided by 1,059, 1, 2, 3, 21%. 21%, but I was pretty much off the truck completely. I was only doing phones for about half of the year, then I got off the phones. The only problem here, guys, is I paid down my trucks, right? So that's $100,000 in trucks that I eventually paid off. And my dump trailers, which is another 15,000. And then the maintenance was probably 15,000 throughout the course of the year on all those dump trucks, probably 10, 15 grand. So in reality, after paying off all the trucks, I probably made 6 figures. But here's the thing, just barely hit 6 figures. Now, I would have done great, 228,000. Like I said, in 2021, I was on the truck, and then a portion of 3 months into 2022, I was on the truck. And then I also hired a phone operator, probably, I don't know, July, August, something like that. So it could be a little less, a little more. Can the margins be better? Absolutely. So there you have it. If you guys want this sheet, you can customize it so this would be like your truck. When you launch another truck, you can just keep adding trucks. You have your maintenance and you have your KPIs. It's pretty much almost automatic. You can put your fixed expenses, so you can kind of track every day which each of your trucks is doing, your income, your expenses, your profits, your margins, and eventually my software, just you'll see at the end of the year, it's going to be pretty cool. But now you guys see the numbers were roughly. And I'm going to do another video in April when we actually go through all of my taxes and do everything properly, break down all the categories. I had a business credit card over here, opened up a new business credit card. So I have 2 business credit cards. Got to get all the expenses and categorize those and transfer money from one account to another account to pay that business credit. It's just very messy. So in order to get the true actual profit, I will find out. This is the truth. It's not all sunshine and rainbows like you think. It's awesome. It's great, and I'm very grateful for how much we did. But if you look at the numbers, on the low end, we made 200 grand, 20% margins. Gas and dump comes out to about 14% to be realistic. And then labor probably comes out to 29%. It should actually be lower because now I see why the bigger guys like Got Junk and Junk Kings are paying not $20 an hour. They're paying $17 an hour plus tips is because payroll taxes and compensation, which that's also not taken into account here. So that'll level itself out. But yeah, you can say somewhere between 200 and 300,000. That is with me doing $1 million. The business is fully automated now, right? So there's a big difference with me being off the truck and not doing phones because I'm making this kind of passively. Not passively, but you know what I mean. I'm working from home and I could do other things like build my YouTube channel. So there's a huge difference. Now, if I was on the phones and on the truck, this would probably be $350,000 to $400,000. Maybe not that much, but the margins would be a lot higher. Let's just say worst case scenario, 200,000 is what I walked with. I don't want that to discourage you guys because I started from the get-go just paying massively for ads. Now you guys, when you're on the truck, you can make 6 figures, you can make 150,000 and it'll all be yours. You're not going to be spending as much on labor, on fixed expenses if you have a single truck, and gas and dump fees in LA are incredibly expensive. Your advertising costs, I'm in LA, ads are insane out here. It's super expensive. Your profit margin might be a little bit better than mine where you can actually make 6 figures from just $200,000, $300,000 in gross sales. You guys can do the same. Just remember I'm in a location where, because there's such a huge population out here, I'm in LA. So keep that in mind. Results are going to definitely vary where you live, but you can make some really good money with junk removal. And also remember that I'm running 2 trucks. If you want to do what I did, it's all pay to play. You can do it the slow way and do traditional marketing and build a foundation, or you can do it the way I did. The Clover machine, which I've told you guys about plenty of times, you get next day deposits so you can continue to pay for the ads. And the only thing that I did, guys, the only thing that separates me from you is I had the balls to turn the dial and go from $100 to $200 a day to $500 a day to $1,000 a day. And if that's your limit, max your limit in that one city. If there's a ceiling of the search volume there, just launch a truck in another location and another location and another. I hope this sheds some light on my breakdown, my expenses, my finances, and when I do my tax returns, I will definitely do another video. Yeah, I think that is it. I know that was probably a lot. We definitely dove into the numbers. I hope you guys appreciate everything that I showed there. I hope it helps and I hope it sheds some light. It definitely sheds some light for me too. I want to thank you guys for watching. I want to thank you guys for subscribing and staying with me this entire time. I have a lot more of awesome content coming. I have so much more pricing videos scheduled, more Google ad videos, how to start a business, the results of my cleaning business, launching another truck location, launching more in other states. Like I have so much more awesome content coming. So please, if you guys liked it or you like what's about to come, please subscribe and comment and like, because it really lets me know that what I'm putting out is working and that you guys are enjoying it. So I really hope you guys like, comment, and subscribe. And as always, toodles!
Just another sunny day.